boundaries, what we're doing is we're kind of owning the sense of who we are, and we know where we are and we know where you are. So we know where we end and you begin. So in some relationships, especially if there are attachment issues, and we're doing attachment in a couple of days. So sometimes we do this in relationships and we merge. That is not a good idea. That is really not a good idea. We need to know that we're two separate beings, and there are times when we merge and times when we pull back again. So boundaries help us to do that. They help us have a really clear sense of who we are and who the other person is. They help us to decide how we want to be treated by other people. Now, some people go, people just treat me any which way. But we teach people how to treat us. If we allow people to be disrespectful, rude, to play games with us, if we allow that to happen, then, you know, that's on us and not on the other person, because we teach them how to treat us when we utilize our boundaries. Boundaries help us make really important decisions in life, and the idea is that they're supposed to support what is for our highest good. You know, they're not there to punish or hurt or distress us. They're just there to help us for our highest good. They help us to make choices, right? Choices about our health and our well-being, and they help us feel empowered. Supposedly, this is what they're supposed to do. So we have boundaries that are like out there for other people, but we also have a set of internal boundaries, boundaries that we should be setting for ourselves, you know, boundaries that talk about what we're willing to tolerate, boundaries that talk about, you know, will I have that extra piece of cake or not? Am I setting a boundary that says, you know what, actually, that isn't healthful for me? So my internal boundary is, no, I won't be having that. You know, so we have externalized boundaries, which are usually around helping other people to understand the way we need them to treat us. And we have internal boundaries, which are the ones around, hey, I'm good enough, I'm worthy enough, and I won't allow myself or anybody else to treat me badly. So we have internal and external boundaries, and it's really, really important that you get really familiar with them. And you don't have to be an expert at this. You don't have to get it right all of the time, but making tiny incremental changes in the way you manage boundaries makes a massive difference in your level of happiness, contentment, feeling at ease inside your own body. Boundaries is one of the most important topics you will ever look at, listen to, learn about. It is one of the most important topics ever.